Hey everyone, welcome to this explainer. I am so incredibly excited to guide you through this today. We're going to dive into a really profound concept from the Sukun Kanj philosophy. It's basically a little oasis of peace in a super loud world. Now, I want you to think about the opening scene of a movie. The lighting, the soundtrack, the pacing, it instantly sets the tone for the whole story, right? Well, your life works exactly the same way. You know how the first 10 minutes of your day usually dictate the entire vibe for the next 12 hours? It's literally the most critical window of your day. So today, we're going to look at exactly how to take control of that cinematic opening sequence through something called the morning energy shift.
But, okay, let's look at how most of us are currently starting the movie of our day. It starts with a total shock to the system, a blaring alarm, beep, 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 it's jarring, it's loud, and bam, your cortisol spikes. You don't wake up to a gentle sunrise, you wake up to sheer panic, telling you to rush right this second. It's the ultimate trap of the modern morning.
And then, before you even have a second to breathe or stretch out, what happens? You grab that glowing rectangle off your nightstand, and boom, you're hit with this massive, crashing wave of emails. Urgent requests, a million unread notifications, workplace demands. You're literally still lying flat on your back in bed, but mentally, you're already sprinting a marathon.
To totally cap off this chaotic opening scene, we just mindlessly scroll into the stressful news of the day. The crises, the conflicts, just the really heavy burden of the world's problems, all getting downloaded directly into your brain before your feet have even touched the floor. Honestly, it's just a recipe for a day ruled by anxiety.
All right, let's all take a collective deep breath here and reset. Now, what's really interesting here is this metaphor. Think of your mind like a radio. If you don't choose the station, the world is going to choose it for you. This right here is the whole foundation of the morning energy shift. If you just leave your dial spinning, the default frequency of the world is chaos and stress. That's why it is absolutely crucial to intentionally start your day with the divine, tuning your internal receiver to a frequency that actually makes you feel centered and alive.
So on one side, you have the world station, the emails, the blaring alarms, the heavy news. It's static, and honestly, it drains your spirit. But on the other side, you got the divine station. We're talking about the powerful rhythmic vibrations of sacred hymns, like the Vishnu Chalisa or a really peaceful morning worship flow. These aren't just pretty sounds. They are spiritual anchors. They ground you and give you a steady, unbreakable rhythm to start your morning, completely blocking out the unpredictable chaos outside.
Okay, let's dive into this framework, because making this shift is actually way easier than you might think. We have 3 actionable steps to cultivate this daily peace. Step 1, the sound sanctuary. Step 2, devotion in motion. And step 3, focus on meaning. Let's look at how you can actually do this tomorrow morning.
Starting off with step 1, the sound sanctuary. This step is all about curating the very first audio input your brain gets before you even roll out of bed. The goal is to swap out your news app or social media feed for a dedicated playlist of morning mantras or hymns. And to really grasp the scale and power of this, think about the number 1000. There is a very profound reason why channels like Nova Spiritual India have literally millions of people tuning in first thing in the morning to ancient Sanskrit hymns like the Vishnu Sahasranamam, which translates to the 1000 names of the divine. These aren't just words, guys. They act as really precise spiritual tools meant to actively cleanse your mental space and ward off negativity before it can even plant a seed in your day.
Moving right along to our second chapter, Step 2, Devotion in Motion.
Now, I really want to reassure you here because a lot of people think that finding divine daily peace means you have to wake up at 4 a.m. and sit perfectly still on a meditation cushion for an hour. You don't. Experiencing a major energy shift can happen while you're actively moving around. Just look at this really evocative phrase from modern worship playlists, Coffee with Jesus. I absolutely love this because it perfectly illustrates how easily you can weave peace into what you're already doing. You don't have to stop your life to find peace, you just bring the peace into your life. It can literally be as simple as standing in your kitchen, making your morning tea or coffee, but doing it with an intentional spiritual backing track.
The mechanics of this are so simple. First, let a flow of nonstop bhajans, traditional devotional songs, or gospel music play in the background as you're getting ready. By doing this, you actually turn mundane household spaces like your kitchen while you're making breakfast or your bathroom while you brush your teeth into a temporary temple. Just letting that continuous background music play creates this worship flow, which totally elevates the vibe and energy of your physical environment.
And this brilliantly illustrates the ultimate benefit of that worship flow, building a shield of positivity. When you're moving through your morning and letting those lyrics wash over you, whether it's an earnest plea like "Fill me, Holy Spirit," or the ancient protective verses of a Hanuman Kavach, you are actively building an energetic shield. It wraps right around you, protecting your peace. And the truly beautiful part? That shield lasts long, long after the music actually stops playing.
That brings us to our final chapter marker today, Step 3, finding meaning in sound. If you want to really master this energy shift, you have to actively participate. You got to engage with the sound. You can't just treat these sacred hymns like passive elevator music. For instance, take a beautiful lyric like Sundar Roop. Great spiritual hubs and dedicated channels always provide translations for a reason. Because when you find out that Sundar Roop translates to beautiful form, and you realize it's a direct reminder of the divine beauty and grace inside yourself, wow! Suddenly your morning listening isn't just background noise anymore. It becomes this profoundly personal, really moving practice of self-realization.
So, the crucial point is this: understanding the true meaning behind what you're hearing is the ultimate secret. That's the key that takes a temporary little morning mood boost and actually locks it in. When your mind grasps the meaning and your spirit feels the vibration, that daily peace anchors into your identity, and the energy shift becomes permanent.
It all comes down to one really simple yet totally life-changing choice. Stop waking up to stress and start waking up to peace. You have the power to trade the digital chaos of the world for a daily ritual that centers you. And for those eager to jump right in, there is actually a special morning energy shift playlist available, tailored specifically for the Sukoon Kunj community to help you easily make this transition tomorrow morning.
I want to leave you with this final, lingering thought. What is the one song, the one hymn, or the one mantra that always, without fail, brings you peace? Think about it, find it, and tomorrow morning, before the world tries to choose your station for you, I challenge you to play it. Thank you so much for joining me in this explainer today. Now go out there and carry that peace with you.